Hello, everyone. Welcome to our class in Fundamentals in Accountancy, Business, and Management 2. We have a new topic today, the basic documents and transactions related to bank deposits. Okay, this topic entails the study of the different types of bank accounts. Number one, savings account. Two, checking or current account. Three, time deposit account. Four, ATM account. Okay, savings account is a type of keep savings in the bank wherein you earn a higher interest rate. And then it is evidenced by a passbook to record all your deposits and withdrawals and the current balance of your account. Some banks would charge penalties for a person who keeps a savings account and who falls whose account falls down below the maintaining balance. Okay, then we have also the checking or current account. Checking or current account, this is a type of account where the depositor can withdraw funds from the bank through the issuance of a check. And what is a check? Well, a check is a type of order to the bank. It is a document that orders the bank to pay a specific amount of money to the payee. An example of this is I am a businessman, a businesswoman, and I would like to pay Mr. X 100,000 pesos, and I do not want to pay him this big bulk of money, and Mr. X doesn't want to carry a bulk of money, so I would issue him a check. So this check is an order to the bank telling the bank to pay Mr. X the amount of 100,000 pesos. Okay? So that's the checking or current account. A checking or current account has a lower interest than a savings account. Then the depositor also holding a current account may receive a bank statement which is a report of the deposits and withdrawals made to the bank. Then we have also the time deposit account. A time deposit account is a it is a type of savings to the bank wherein the depositor yields or earns a higher interest rate, and then he agrees or the depositor agrees to keep the money for a fixed period of time, and then the depositor would only withdraw that money after the lapse or after the end of the agreed time. But he can also withdraw it by not giving a notice to the bank, or he may also withdraw it ahead of the agreed time or specified time in the agreement. However, he has to pay some penalties. Okay, so that's the time deposit account. Then we have the ATM account, that is the automated teller machine that is designated everywhere. Okay, certain banks would designate an automated teller machine where the depositor can withdraw anytime, or it is a 24-hour service by the bank. And then I'll be showing you examples later. Okay, then we have also here the requirements to open an account. So when you go to the bank to open any type of account that you wish, you will be asked to show your valid ID as your identity, and then you will be asked to fill up some bank forms, and then you will be given an account number. An account number is your own unique number to your account to the bank. Okay, then we have the passbook. This is an example of a passbook savings account. Okay, it shows the date of your transaction, the description, or it has codes. The codes entered by the bank as to what type of transactions we did. Then we have the withdrawal column, the deposit column, and the current balance column. Okay. Next we have An ATM account. So this is an example of an automated teller machine. So we just present our ATM card and with the PIN number that is given to us by the bank or the number that we have chosen, and then we can just make withdrawals in any designated ATM machine. Then we have now the checking account. This is a sample of a bank statement. When you maintain a checking or current account, you will receive a monthly bank statement report showing the date, the type of transaction, the reference, the amount of deposits and withdrawals, and the balance of your accounts. Okay. Next, we have the preparation of bank deposit slip and withdrawal slip. What are these slips? These are the bank forms that you need to fill up in order to make deposits and to make deposits or to keep money or to make withdrawals or to take out money. The data that you need to give in this deposit and withdrawal slips are your account name, your account number, the date of transaction, the type of account, currency, if it is in peso, dollar, or whatever currency you would want to do to make deposits, then the amount, it should be written in figures and words. Then, most important is the signature of the depositor. If the depositor cannot go to the bank for any withdrawal, he must designate a representative. And the bank would compare the signature of the depositor to the bank forms which we have filled up during our application time. So with the representative, he has to bring with him his ID or identification card. Then we have here an example of a bank deposit slip. When you make deposit, that is a basic bank transaction to the bank, there are two ways. It may be cash deposit or check deposit. When you make a check, no, cash deposit, you need to itemize or make a breakdown of the amount of money that you need to deposit. For example, you will deposit 20,000 pesos. You have to put down the breakdown of 20,000. How many 1,000 peso? How many 500 peso bills? How many 50 peso bills or the notes of the cash that you need to make deposit. Then we also have the check deposit. When you need to deposit your checks, you have to specify the names of the banks. You need to give the names, the dates, the amounts, the addresses also of the bank. Okay, the branch. Then we also have there are two questions here. Why do businesses maintain a savings, current account, or other types of account in the bank? So, number two, if a depositor cannot physically withdraw, what should you do? Okay, these are two questions which I would want you to talk within your group. Okay, next, here is the type of check. Okay, we discussed earlier that a check is a form of a document ordering the bank to pay a certain sum of money to the payee by the drawer. So in this case, the drawer of the check is Mr. John Jones, written on the left top corner of the check, and then pay to the order of. You will write the name of the payee, okay, and then the name of the bank or the drawer, the drawee. This is the drawee, the bank or the institution whom the check is made, was this, whom the check is made to issue. Then you will also notice the date and the check number. Every check page has its own number. Okay. Then we have the issuance of a check. So when you issue a check, there are also some things to remember. For example, cross check. What is a cross check? When we say a cross check, it is a form of an instruction that when you make a check, okay, Okay, a cross check, it is a mark in the check. Normally, it is written on a parallel form on the left corner. I'll show you an example, telling the payee or telling the bank and the payee that the check must be deposited first in the bank and cannot be withdrawn as cash. Okay, so stale check is a check that has been issued more than 6 months. Okay, so it is not anymore good for payment. A stale check is not good for payment. It is a check that has been issued for more than 6 months, and the parties in the issuance of the check, as we have mentioned, the drawer. The drawer is the one. The drawer is the person or entity who makes the check. The payee is the recipient of the check. And the drawee is the bank or the financial institution where the check can be presented for payment. Okay? So next we have, here is an example of a cross check. There are two parallel lines written on the check. This tells the bank and the payee that the payee cannot withdraw the sum of money on that period, but instead he must a deposit first and make a deposit first for this certain check and can be withdrawn later. Then we have here a sample of a bank statement. So what is a bank statement again? It is a bank report to the depositor telling us that the transaction date, the transaction codes, the references, the deposits, the withdrawals, and the current balance. So in our bank statement, this is a form of a trace. We can make tracing of your money kept in the bank. Then we have here sample of debit transactions and credit transactions. When we say bank debit transactions, that is, we have here the bank service charge and the NSF. Okay, when we say bank service charge, these are monthly charges by the bank for each services. For example, for the cost of printing of the check, okay, and other fees. Then we have also the non-sufficient fund check or not sufficient fund check, sometimes known as DAIF or DAID. DAUD. DAIF, drawn against insufficient fund, or DAUD, drawn against uncleared deposits. So this is a debit memo from the bank that when a deposited check from a customer bounces, that means the money deposit, the check that is issued has no fund. Okay, so next we have the sample of credit transactions. What are the credit transactions that the bank may give us? Some of the credit transactions are the collection of cash proceeds of the note receivable by the bank. Sometimes the depositor may instruct the bank to collect the notes receivable from his clients. So because of this, it will be credited to your bank account. So that is a credit transaction. Another is the interest income. When you maintain a savings account, a current account, or what's this? Uh, when you maintain money in the bank, you earn interest. So that is a type of a credit transaction to your account. Now, may we give you a problem entitled Bonifacio Trading? The problem here says, write a format or copy of a check, the check, comma, deposit slip, and withdrawal slip. Then what is the instruction? You will write a check, you will write a deposit slip, and you will write a withdrawal slip. Imagine you are the accountant of Kalima Trading. Fill out the deposit slip, withdrawal slip in the name of your company, Bonifacio Trading. So you are the accountant of Bonifacio Trading. So Bonifacio Trading with the following additional information. 100,000 is the amount. Date is the present date. Then fill out the check to Bonifacio Trading as part of our drawing account for 10,000 pesos. So Bonifacio Trading will make a drawing account, withdrawal, okay? Write a cross check with the same info above, okay? So that is our assignment. And now, thank you very much for attending this class. Congratulations for being able to reach this session, and God bless everyone.